Bill Gates' biggest success tips. How to get after it every day. Subscribe to the channel and comment down below saying I subscribe to enter this month's shoutout giveaway. Number 1. Start early. The first of Bill Gates' success lessons is to start as early as possible. Bill Gates was only 13 years old when he started working with computers. When you start something at an early point in your life, you become molded around it. Not only will you have a chance of becoming successful sooner than most people, but you would also be less likely to want to give up. If you've had a dream that you start working towards when you were young, you will be more immune to people telling you what you can or can't do. By the time you're an adult and people start to take more notice of what you're working towards, you'll be stubborn enough to just ignore them. The time that you're most influenced by others is when you're younger. So if you've seen things on TV or on the internet where others have become successful, this will be imprinted in your mind and you won't have doubt about what you can or can't do. Number 2. Partnerships. Bill Gates was very fond of forming partnerships with people who were the top dog, and that made Gates become the sidekick. He was happy with this because it unlocked new opportunities for him and the potential to learn from other successful entrepreneurs who could teach him a thing or two. Not only that, but it meant that he built relationships with people that would definitely be able to help him out with his future endeavors.
A small number of people that you can turn to on certain key things is a great asset.
Number 3. You will not make $60,000 a year right out of high school. Let's be honest, you're not going to make $60,000 a year straight out of high school. So if for some reason you think you will, stop kidding yourself. No matter how much education you have, you still need experience to work your way at the top. You won't get appointed CEO of a multinational company just because you have a degree in business management. That's a position that you need to earn by either starting your own company and working hard to take it to the top, or working your way up within a company and proving yourself to people. Number 4. Be your own boss as soon as possible. Bill Gates became a boss at a fairly early age. He deserved it, and it put him in an excellent position with pure control over his success. If you don't build your dream, someone else will hire you to build theirs, said Bill Gates. Number 5. Take responsibility. What is the point in blaming other people for your mistakes? Who are you trying to fool? Your mistakes are on you. They are not anyone else's fault, so stop blaming other people just to try and rid your conscience of guilt. Mistakes are made to be learned from. You now know what or what not to do in the same situation when it rolls around for a second time, and believe me, in most cases, it will roll around again. If you mess up, it's not your parents' fault, so don't whine about your mistakes, learn from them, said Bill Gates. Number 6. Be committed and passionate. I think this is always included by every entrepreneur as a good bit of advice. You need to be committed to what you love and have great passion for what you do. The successful people in this world make it look so easy because they absolutely love what they are doing. If you're finding things too stressful and too hard, then I'm not sure you're working on the right thing.
The key point there is you've got to enjoy what you do every day.
Number 7. Life is the best school. No matter how many books you read, no matter how many tests you take, nothing from university or college can properly prepare you for life in the real world. Real life jobs and bosses do not just involve studying and them teaching you. It's real life work that you need to be able to carry out. Otherwise, you're gonna get fired. If you think your teacher is tough, wait until you get a boss. He doesn't have tenure, said Bill Gates.
Then when I went into business, that was a really bad habit, and it took me a couple of years to get over that.
Number 8. Be nice to nerds. It's true, people who you'd probably class as nerds are actually the ones who will work the hardest, be the smartest, and be determined to succeed. If you're horrible to nerds, then you're basically taking your chances with fate, because you could easily end up working for one, and even apply for a position at a company who is run by someone you know and have been horrible to in the past. Still think you have a chance of getting the job? Another quote from Bill Gates is, be nice to nerds. Chances are, you'll end up working for one. Number 9. TV is not real life. You need to stop getting sucked into television and believing that what you're seeing in some cases may actually be what people do in real life. Real life is tough, and anybody who's anywhere near successful will not be sitting around in coffee shops all day talking to their friends. They will be out working the grind to pay their bills and improve their financial situation. Television is not real life. In real life, people actually have to leave the coffee shop and go to jobs, says Bill Gates. Number 10. Life is not fair. No matter how hard you work in life, there will always be times where things don't go your way, perhaps through no fault of your own, things that you cannot control. You will get knocked down, but you need to be able to stand up. Life isn't fair. It's a test, a game, a risk. If you fall down and don't bother getting back up, you don't deserve to be successful. Winners know that life isn't fair, and they will keep getting back up until they've made it. A quote from Bill Gates is, life is not fair. Get used to it. Number 11. Take risks. Starting a business is a little bit like gambling. You're not always sure if you'll win or not. However, the only difference is that you can strategize and plan well enough to ensure the success success of your business. This quote from Bill Gates is not only applicable to entrepreneurs, it can also apply to life as a whole. The world is full of uncertainties. Life has no rules, and you have to sacrifice certain things to get to your destination. People will step on and reject you, but at the end of the day, if you are able to muster the courage to keep on going, nothing will stand in your way. Business is a money game with few rules and a lot of risk, says Bill Gates. Number 12. Never fast forward. Nothing comes easy, and that includes being successful. Bill Gates and Paul Allen started Microsoft on a shaky foundation, but through patience and hard work, they were able to surpass the struggles they encountered. This just goes to show that there are no shortcuts to success, my friend. It takes time to build an empire and a lifetime of sacrifice to keep the consistency going. A quote from Bill Gates is, "Patience is a key element of success." Number 13. Be proud. Many people get frustrated because they're not as smart, rich, or talented as the person they look up to. You may get frustrated because you're not as successful as Bill Gates, but you have to face the reality that we're all born differently. Each person has their own unique abilities, and you have to accept that to become successful. If you start to appreciate yourself and what you can offer, you will be more confident to do things your own way. Don't compare yourself with anyone in this world. If you do so, you are insulting yourself, says Bill Gates. Number 14. Be humble. It's great to dream of success and all that comes with it. However, if you let it go into your head and start to think that you're untouchable, that is not what you call success. Life is a wheel. It's unpredictable. You can be on top today, but at the bottom the next. Trust me, it's best to stay humble at all times and never forget what got you there in the first place. Success is a lousy teacher. It seduces smart people into thinking they can't lose, says Bill Gates.
You know, every time we think, hey, we've had a little bit of success, we're pretty careful not to dwell on it too much because the bar gets raised.
This brings us to the end of our video. I hope you enjoyed it. Hit like if you did, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel so that you don't miss any of our videos in the future. Also, watch the 2 videos that are on your screen because I'm sure you'll love them. With that, I'll see you in the next video.